Mr. Howitt, what is your major impression of this visit of Zarif? It was quite a frank exchange of views, but do you think there are points, common points to construct a future?
Look, I was one of the MEPs who took part in the delegation to Tehran just before the nuclear deal. I hope in a small way helped build the trust that got that deal over the line. And I see today as having been a further step from a position where, yes, there are differences, where, yes, there has been a huge mistrust, to rebuild our communications, to listen to the different perspectives, to not be provoked, and all of the different viewpoints were put today, and there was a constructive discussion. It's not by any means a relationship which is a normal relationship as of today, but it is a step towards it.
There are huge differences in our perception of Assad regime in Syria. We have heard it, that they insist that's a legal government. So do you think with this huge difference of points of view, there can be constructive dialogue and there can be a common contribution on resolution of Syrian problem?
What we know from the European point of view is that after 4 or 5 years of bloody civil war in Syria, the death toll continues, and European efforts in the UN and elsewhere to find a route to peace have failed. And therefore, we have come to the conclusions, we Europe, that we need inclusive talks with Iran, with Russia, with Saudi Arabia, with all interested parties at the table for there to be a hope, a chance for peace to succeed. And Foreign Minister Zarif said that today. Engage in the talks, find a political solution, reject military solutions. Why don't we take him at his word? Vigorously pursue the peace process in Vienna, Geneva and elsewhere, and end this bloody civil war and a death toll of which the whole world should be ashamed.
Well, but it's very difficult to understand how we can contribute from outside if inside our different political forces can't find a common point, because there's many of those who don't accept the others, which is very typical for our world, to start a coalition or political government or force to move on in negotiation.
Look, of course, there are no easy answers when it comes to finding a route to peace in Syria. But we know what fails, and what fails is the inaction and the division of the last years. And therefore, it must be the right step forward to bring an all-inclusive approach to searching for peace in the region and in Syria in particular. The contribution of Foreign Minister Zarif today said to Europe, we'll engage, we'll find a non-military solution, we're prepared to do so, be prepared to do so with us. We should take him at his word. We should do that. We should do it with Russia too. We should do it with Saudi Arabia too. We need all parties at the table, but today has reaffirmed that Iran can and will be one of those parties.